morning. Let's begin with today's topic. In the previous class, we have just started our new chapter, that is chapter number 9, hydrogen. Okay, and we have observed, we have studied that hydrogen is something which is the most simplest atom of our periodic table. है ना? We have said that it has something which has atomic number of 1 as well as the mass number of 1 also. But this mass number could be changed only in the form of isotopes like hydrogen, deuterium, tritium, in which the mass number is getting changed from 1, 2, and 3. Am I clear? Moreover, we have studied that why we haven't put our hydrogen in the first group as well as group 17. We have placed the hydrogen atom just separate out. Okay, ना हमने उसको group 1 में रखा है ना 17 में रखा है, due to some exception as well as due to some similarities in the properties. Okay, that's why we have been put our hydrogen in the new form in the separate periodic table. Okay, so this was the topic we have done. Now the point here is, moreover, when we have tried to understand the hydrogen atom, we have also studied that in hydrogen atom there is some molecules like, first of all, dihydrogen. And we have studied that dihydrogen is known to be molecule of hydrogen, in which we have studied its preparation also, that how can it be prepared. We have checked out so many reactions in which we have studied how dihydrogen is prepared. Okay, and the most important was by electrolysis of water and by brine solution. We have done that by the electrolysis, by providing electricity, they are getting dissociated into hydrogen. Okay, so this is how we have prepared our dihydrogen. Now the point here is, we have done the topic. Now we have to study the physical as well as chemical properties of dihydrogen. But see, whenever we have started the class, I have told you that if you try to read any kind of topic, any kind of molecule, you have to remember the first one, preparation, second one, physical as well as chemical properties, and lastly, the uses. We have to learn all these three topics about any atom, not only dihydrogen. If we would study further like hydride, water, or heavy water, hard water, okay, we have to study all these three properties. So we have done till the preparation. Let's begin with the properties of dihydrogen. Properties of dihydrogen. And the first one is physical properties. Okay, let's begin. Okay, first of all, before going down the topic, you know very well that physical properties are those properties which can be just checked out or which can be only observed by seeing it through. मतलब हमें उसको किसी chemistry lab में लेके जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. We're just checking out it by seeing, by touching, and we can say that these are the physical properties. So the physical properties of dihydrogen, that it is a colorless, tasteless, and odorless gas. ना इसका कलर है, ना इसका टेस्ट है, ना odor है. Odor means smell भी नहीं है. This is the gas which don't have any color, taste, or something. Moreover, it is higher than air and insoluble in water. It is higher than air and insoluble in water. Okay, so these are the physical properties of dihydrogen, which we can tell only by just seeing it. Okay, now let's move to our second most important term, that is the chemical property. Means how dihydrogen, on combining with another molecule, would make, or we can say how dihydrogen by reacting with other reactant would give the product. Let's start. Let's start with the first topic, that is the chemical properties. Okay, first of all, bache, if I want to tell you the chemical properties of dihydrogen, can be seen by bond dissociation energy. Now, what is bond dissociation energy? Have you studied about the bond dissociation energy? Okay. Bond dissociation, as the name suggests, we need the energy to break down any kind of bond between two atoms. Like if I'm talking about hydrogen, we can say HH, and we are providing energy so that it's breaking down into H and H, H positive, H negative. Okay. Now, the point here is the bond dissociation enthalpy of dihydrogen is much, much higher. In fact, it is the maximum bond dissociation energy in the whole periodic table. So we can say dihydrogen, due to smaller in size, it has very high bond dissociation energy. So it is it's very difficult for us to break down the bond of hydrogen. Talking about the electronic configuration, hydrogen is 1s1, 1s1. So what would happen if this hydrogen is combining, both 1 and 1 are becoming 2, that is 1s2. Either it is taking one electron or it is giving another electron. Okay. So on the basis of electronic configuration and bond dissociation energy, our chemical properties of dihydrogen can be explained by 3 factors. Let's start. Which factors are these? I have told that bond dissociation energy, or what I was talking about, the electronic configuration. On the basis of these 2 points, there are 3 different types. Let's start. Which are the 3 different types? Okay, one more point, Bache. I have told you that there is much higher energy required to break down. But the point here is, whenever we talk, that whenever we dissociate our H positive, H negative, it requires high energy, and most of the time it breaks in the form of ultraviolet. That means so much energy, almost 950 to 1000 Kelvin energy is required to break down the bond. Okay, so let's start. The first one is either hydrogen gains an electron to form a cation, that is H positive. या तो पॉसिबिलिटी 1 हमारे पास क्या है कि हाइड्रोजन जो है वो किसी से एक इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन कर ले, and it would become 1s2. Okay, I'm sorry. Suppose this hydrogen is releasing 1 electron and it would become H positive, which seems to be very difficult. But we will see how there are cases present over. Okay, second point is hydrogen gain the electron to make its octet complete, and it would become H negative. Okay, and the lastly we have the covalent bond, which is formed by sharing of electrons. This sharing of electrons topic you will see in the 4th chapter. We haven't studied that, so we will go through it later. We will start with these 2 concepts. हमारे पास क्या क्या concept है? That dihydrogen is made up of 2 atoms, hydrogen, hydrogen. So if we want to make its chemical properties, तो पहला केस क्या है, मुझे इसको dissociate करना पड़ेगा ताकि दूसरे रिएक्टेंट के साथ कंबाइन होके एक नया प्रोडक्ट दे सके. That is the first case. और उसको डिसोसिएट करने के लिए, उसको ब्रेक डाउन करने के लिए हमारे पास 3 अलग अलग पॉसिबिलिटी है, जिसमें सबसे फर्स्ट है कि या तो वो अपनी उसके अंदर सिर्फ एक ही इलेक्ट्रॉन है उसको लूज करके H पॉजिटिव की फॉर्मेशन में चला जाए, या उसके पास दूसरी पॉसिबिलिटी क्या है कि वो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन को एक्सेप्ट करके अपना ऑर्बिटल कंप्लीट कर ले एंड इट वुड बिकम H नेगेटिव, सिंपल। एंड द लास्ट प्रॉपर्टीज, ना तो इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज कर रहा है ना इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन कर रहा है, इट्स जस्ट शेयरिंग द इलेक्ट्रॉन, okay, it's just sharing the electron. That means suppose let this is y, this is donating one electron and this is also giving the one electron, and by sharing they are making a complete bond. We will study thoroughly about this topic. Now let's we have done all three possibilities. Let's begin with the chemical reaction, how these properties are used to make chemical reactions of dihydrogen. Okay, let's start. Let's start with the first question, the chemistry of a reaction with halogens. Okay, I'm just going to look the topic. Okay, first one is we have been provided with the halogens. That means H2 plus X2 is converting to 2HX. The X could be any halogen like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, now the point here is whenever we are reacting the reaction, whenever we are reacting our dihydrogen with the halogens, we know very well कि reactivity किसी भी atom की same नहीं होती. We have studied in our third chapter that the reactivity keeps on changing. So fluorine is something which can dissociate only even in the dark. The reaction with fluorine can take place even in the dark. That means no energy is required, क्योंकि हमारा फ्लोरीन जो है वो इतना ज्यादा रिएक्टिव है, और we can say the size of hydrogen and fluorine both are very small, and their size, due to similarity in the size, they would easily combine. Wherever if I'm talking about the iodine, iodine is something which has much bigger size. We know that now in the last chapter we have studied that down the group fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, the size increases. So as the size kept on increasing, there is much difference between the size of iodine and the hydrogen. So we have to provide the catalyst as well as energy so that the reaction can take place. Okay, so this is what I wanted to tell you, that due to difference in the reactivity, the reaction condition would be changed, but the overall reaction is it would become hydride, that is 2HF, 2HCl, 2. Okay, now in this case it has taken the first possibility. Yani if I'm talking about my HF, the hydrogen is releasing its one electron to become H positive, and fluorine, it has 2p7, it would gain that one electron to become a noble gas and would become F negative, H positive, F negative. So it has acquired the first condition. All right, that is hydrogen has been converted into a cation. Am I clear? Now we have done this example. अच्छा, बच्चे एक बात तो आपको नोटिस हुई होगी that all the formation of bonds, all the formation of chemical bonding, it's only and only dependent upon the electronic configuration, we can say, or we can say the ability to make a noble gas configuration. है ना? For example, hydrogen has released its one electron क्योंकि fluorine की tendency बहुत ज्यादा है electron को gain करने की. So H unwillingly has lost its electron to become H positive. Clear? Okay. Now let's move with the second point, second example, reaction with dioxygen. Reaction with dioxygen. That means oxygen के साथ react करेगा and simply it seems it would become, yes, it would become water. Reaction of hydrogen with oxygen would become water. And the point is the reaction is highly exothermic. That means whenever we make hydrogen and oxygen combine, it releases some heat. Okay, that's it. That was the second property. Okay, yeah, one more point I would here like to describe, that we have done two type of reaction in which hydrogen is either combining by losing the electron or by the covalent. Now let's move with the third example, that is reaction with dinitrogen. Reaction with dinitrogen. Okay, whenever we have combined our hydrogen with oxygen, it has become water. Now I am combining my hydrogen with nitrogen. It is making a gas known to be ammonia gas, NH3. I hope you have heard the name ammonia gas. And one more point I would like to say here, bache, that this reaction is also highly exothermic, but the point is we need to be give much higher temperature as well as pressure. And this reaction is also known as Haber's process. That is, on reaction with nitrogen and hydrogen, it would become ammonia. This is known to be Haber process, which is very important because ammonia is a gas which is highly used to make another products. Okay, so for formation of ammonia, there is a process known to be Haber process, which is very important. And you study about the Haber's process in the same class, but in the higher class. Okay, so we have done the three examples, very simple. Now let's with another example, reaction with metals. Okay, now you will see here the second possibility. Whenever we react with a metal at high temperature, it would give the hydride. For example, there is known to be a metal, on combining with hydrogen, it would make hydrides, metal hydride. Okay, now the point here is, bache, if I'm talking about the hydrides, you know very well that we have studied in the first group lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, या फिर beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium. These all are known to be alkaline metal as well as alkaline earth metal. और अगर मैं इनकी बात करूं तो इनके ऊपर already either it is 1s1, 1s2. That means they are known to be positive. They would just release the electron rather than accepting the electron. If I'm talking about 1s1 or 1s2, for example, sodium, for example, magnesium. So here it would become M positive, H negative, MH. और इस bond को हम क्या बोलेंगे? Ionic bond. Why? Because they are formation of two ions. The bond is very strong because we know very well opposite charges attract each other. So due to formation of opposite charge, they will just get out, just grab each other because they have the strong attraction known to be ionic. Okay. Moreover, you will study about the hydrides in the next topic. We will start the next topic. So this is the second possibility, how hydrogen is taking an electron to make hydrides. For example, it could be sodium plus hydrogen, it would become sodium hydride. Same as it is lithium hydride, potassium hydride, and many more. Okay, so let's begin with the next topic. Reaction with metal ions and metal oxide. I hope you have understood all these terms. Okay, let's start with the next topic. Reaction with metal ions. On reacting with metal ion, they would make oxides of metal into, it would just dissociate them. Let's check out how. For example, we have H2 plus lead oxide, suppose. So this hydrogen, which is already in the presence of oxide, it would reduce it into free metal. यानी हमारे पास पहले से एक मेटल जो है वो कंबाइंड फॉर्म में है, in the form of oxide or in the form of any kind of nitrate. It would dissociate it further to make free metal, lead. Okay, and it would combine with it to make water. Am I clear? So in short, I can write it. Suppose we have Y numbers of hydrogen with MXOY, and it would give plus Y moles of water. Yes. So this is just a general reaction to check out that how hydrogen on reaction with metal oxide would convert into metal plus water. Okay. इसमें confuse नहीं होना है. Sometimes you would give like suppose we have palladium 2 positive. So rather than oxide, you will be just provided palladium 2 positive. Do not confuse because it's meaning the same. Oxide का मतलब भी तो यही है ना कि इसके ऊपर 2 positive charge. Okay, because oxygen has 2 negative charge. So if we have been provided with the iron or the oxide, the reaction would be same. Okay, the reaction would be same. Clear? Now this we have done. The last point is reaction with organic compounds that we will see in the organic chemistry. But I would just tell you that in organic compound, the hydrogen gets fitted into the reactant. Okay. Organic compound में क्या होता है? If you have been provided the organic compound, the hydrogen just gets fitted into that compound. So उसके बीच में insert हो जाता है to make a new compound. Clear? So we have done all the properties of dihydrogen. That means either they are releasing the electron or they gaining the electron, and moreover they can share the electron to make covalent bond. Okay. We have done with metal, we have done with hydrogen, with nitrogen, with oxygen. Clear? Now lastly, let's move with the uses of dihydrogen. We have done all the topic. And we have done our problem 9.1 also, that is an NCERT in-text question, in which we have studied how hydrogen has 3 different possibilities to make cation, anion, as well as covalent. Okay. So you can just check out. Now let's start with the uses of dihydrogen. What are the benefits? What are the uses of dihydrogen? Okay. Before going to the uses of dihydrogen, bache, one more point. Do not forget that if the question is not coming in the form of chemical reaction, the question could become like you are provided with the or suppose it is, or let's take another example. Yes. So now the question is, you would be asked how hydrogen is making the reaction here. So here you would have to tell that hydrogen is in the form of H negative, H positive, and the covalent. Okay. So both type of question can come to your exam. Okay. Now that's it all. That's all we have done about the chemical properties of dihydrogen. Now let's move to the last topic, that is the uses of dihydrogen. Okay. First of all, if I'm talking about the uses, we know very well that there can be many compounds formed. Formation of many compounds. That means if we are providing with the hydrogen, you can make so much chemical products. Okay. For example, ammonia, for example, water, for example, hydride. Okay. One more example I will see that's given in your notebook. For example, methanol, for example, ethanol. That is carbon monoxide on the reaction with hydrogen, it would become CH3OH, methanol. Okay, so many products can be obtained with the help of reaction of dihydrogen. Now, moreover, the most important point is that dihydrogen is something which can be used as a fuel. This is the most important use. Okay, I would just like to tell something about this topic. We know very well, bache, that right now we are living in the most crisis time of environment. Environment इतना pollute हो रहा है, the ozone layer is getting depleted, है ना? और उसके पीछे reason क्या है? The reason is so many gases and harmful chemicals that are getting released to pollute our environment. For example, chlorofluorocarbons or the peroxide or many other compounds. So dihydrogen can be used as a fuel because whenever we make the reaction with dihydrogen, it releases the heat, but it does not release any kind of harmful gas. फ्यूल का मतलब क्या होता है कि हमें वो एनर्जी प्रोवाइड करा रहा है ताकि हम उसको यूज कर सके इन द व्हीकल्स, इन द ऑटोमोबाइल्स और इन एनी काइंड ऑफ थिंग. ओके, सो nowadays dihydrogen is used to make a fuel, but this reaction is under process as well as little expensive. Okay, so we will see how dihydrogen is used as a fuel in the next topic. But the point is, this is the most important topic and it would definitely come either in 1 mark or 2 mark. Not only the exam point of view, this is important for your daily life. That to protect our environment, dihydrogen is something which is used fresh or which as a clean fuel because it's not releasing any kind of harmful gas. Okay, so this is the important use. And lastly, dihydrogen is used in space research, like as rocket fuel. Okay, Apollo engine and many things, they have used the dihydrogen as a fuel. Clear? So this was the topic I wanted to tell you about the dihydrogen, its physical, chemical properties and the preparation. Now in the next topic we will start the hydrides. Okay, अभी तक समझ में आ रहा है बच्चे? हमारे जो चैप्टर है वो हमें सिर्फ ये बताने की कोशिश कर रहा है कि what is hydrogen. Second, what are the compounds that can be formed by the use of hydrogen? यानी अगर हम हाइड्रोजन को कंबाइन कर दे तो डिफरेंट टाइप के कंपाउंड बना सकता है. फॉर एग्जांपल, हाइड्रोजन विद हाइड्रोजन, डाइहाइड्रोजन. हाइड्रोजन विद मेटल, मेटल हाइड्राइड. हाइड्रोजन विद ऑक्सीजन, वाटर. हमें कम से कम 4 या 5 कंपाउंड स्टडी करने, ज्यादा नहीं करने, बट हर एक में हमें उसकी प्रॉपर्टी, उसकी प्रिपरेशन और उसकी केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी स्टडी करनी पड़ेगी. ओके, so the chapter is very easy and very short. We have to just read only 4 to 5 compounds. First we have done dihydrogen. In tomorrow's class we will start with the hydrides. Okay, that how our metal on combining with hydrogen would make hydride. Clear? So this was all I wanted to say about today's topic. If there is any kind of doubt or query, please let me know in this topic or